Okay, welcome everybody who's decided to join us. I'm so excited because I don't know if y'all caught my Mashup Monday yesterday, but I got to talk about systems and why they're important. We all know how to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all know how to do group chats, but the one thing that a lot of people are really hesitant about or unsure of is onboarding. And I know that's to be true because I am not sure about onboarding. So if I'm unsure about it, how can I teach my team to be sure about it, right? So I realized that this is a action step that I need to take. And so you guys, if you were on at the beginning, very beginning, you heard Lindsay say, we've had guides in our team pages for the longest time. I didn't know her guides were there when she put hers there. And I created my own guides in my team page, not realizing she had already done it. I was like recreating the wheel. So then I'm looking in her guides and I'm like, wow, her guides are awesome. I totally did too much work. I did not have to do all of that. It was already there. So I tweaked my guides a little bit in my team page. And then Tammy's added to hers. And you guys, the goal of all of this is because we should all have the same system. The reason why I didn't have to recreate the wheel is because she already had a system that worked. So if I knew that system and I knew how to work it, I wouldn't need to recreate the wheel. So if we're all on the same page and we all know how to onboard and we're all doing it the same exact way over and over and over, then when your new person joins you, you'll be able to show them how to recruit, or not recruit. I'm sorry. I'm not a recruit master. I would love to know who is. You would know how to onboard somebody. And then they would be so confident in knowing the system because you were so confident in teaching them the system. Just like you're so confident with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that if somebody asked you how to do a reach out, you could tell them because you're confident in it. We are going to be confident in our onboarding system, but first we have to share what the system is. So I have tweaked a lot of things and made them how I like it. Tammy put some guides in her page and she tweaks it how she likes it. Lindsay's is tweaked to how she likes it. The one thing I want you to know, if you are on my team, if I am your upline, you need to be participating in this in my team page in Team Dreamcatchers. If Tammy is your upline, you need to be in Dream Team using these guides and using the tools from Tammy. The guides now have boards attached to them. Your board needs to come from your upline. Okay, my board, I'm not sending my board to somebody who's on Lindsay's team because they're not on my team and it all says Team Dreamcatchers on it. You're not in Team Dreamcatchers, okay? So you want to make sure if you're on Lindsay's team, if she's your upline, that's who you go to get your information from and get the tools that you will need. So there will be a quiz at the end. There will be a quiz at the end because along with the guides that are available to any and everybody on the team in the team page, I have made a board. Tammy has made a board. Lindsay has made a board. We have a board with all of these tools that you're going to see. You are not going to get the boards unless you can answer the questions in the quiz. That is the only way we are distributing it because we don't want it to fall on the hands of somebody who is not going to understand it. We want to make sure that you understand it. Okay, so just bear with me and know that there will be a quiz. So there is that. Okay, so are you guys ready? Are you ready to see it? Okay, so I'm going to try and share my screen. Here we go, here we go. More? Nope, that's not it. Oh, for the love. I know I can share my screen on here. Where is it? Where is it?
Look for 3 dots or something. Or it's bright green. Is it the green thing at the bottom?
Yes.
I know. It's weird. I miss it too.
Okay. I can see you now. Maybe it will let me, once I click present, I don't know what's going to happen.
I can see it.
Oh, I can still see you in the corner. I'm so glad. Okay, yay. Okay, so welcome to the team. Okay, you just enrolled a new promoter. If you're watching this because you just enrolled a new promoter and they need all the information. They need to know what to do. So the first thing that is going to happen when you create or when you get that new person, the first thing you're going to do, well, it's all right here. You're going to put them in an upline chat. Simple. Okay, you're going to create a group chat with your new promoter and your upline, and you're going to introduce them to each other. Simple as that. I see there's stuff in the chat, but let me see if I can see the chat. That would be nice. I can't. Okay.
It just says that it looks amazing. It's just a compliment so far.
Okay. Create a group chat. That's number one. They have to meet your upline. This is a community. They need to know that we are a community. This is my friend. We work this business together. Whatever works for you, but there needs to be that group chat, that initial like step. Okay. Number two, welcome video. Your upline has a welcome video. Let them send it to welcome your newbie to the team. Now I'm going to explain a little bit about this. I made Tammy and Lindsay both do this with me. We each had to record our own video. Mine's like 5 minutes long, and it's just welcoming a new person to my team. Whether it's the person I enrolled who stumbles across the video because I had to put it on YouTube, or it's in a group chat with somebody that you enrolled. So for example, if Lacey enrolls a new promoter, she's going to put me in an upline chat, and then the next step, welcome video. I know that I'm going to send the welcome video. That's step two. You don't even have to do it, but it does have to be done. So step one, upline chat. Step two, welcome video. This is welcoming them to the team. Personally, in my welcome video, I'm telling my story and telling them that that's what we do as promoters, is share our story. So it's kind of just, yes, welcoming them to the team, but also saying like, we're a community. It's not very detail oriented because the next step is the VIP video. They're two separate videos, so they're not so long. The VIP video needs to go to the group chat. That is your responsibility. So you're creating the upline chat. Your upline is sending the welcome video. You are sending the VIP video. That's step three. The VIP video we are using is the one that Maria made. This just shows your team that we have more leaders to learn from. Okay, she did a phenomenal job explaining VIP 400, VIP 800, VIP 1600. We are not going to recreate the wheel. We are going to learn from those mistakes, and it's not, I mean, we don't need to recreate it. We have it there. It's detailed. Everything we need is there. So it's good to go. The VIP video, if you don't know where it is in your guides in your team page. It is also going to be at your fingertips if you have the boards. You will be able to send it directly from the boards. If you do not have the boards app, now's a good time to get it because your onboarding system is going to be at your fingertips. So the 3 steps, how to onboard a new promoter: upline chat, welcome video, VIP video. All 3 of those steps are your onboarding system. Then the onboarding begins. Okay, so you've introduced yourselves. There's been 2 videos that they've had to watch, and now they have an idea of what it takes to be a promoter. They know it's about sharing your story. They know the bonuses that are available to them. They know, they have a good general idea. This is where you, in that group chat, decide what their next step should be. Okay, if they're just here to get free products and maybe meet some friends, you're not going to do anything else. You're going to be there for them. You don't need all of these tools you're about to get. You don't need the trackers. You don't need the information. They just want your support. You already showed them how to be in a group chat because they're in a group chat. So you're going to just tell them, okay, just put me in a chat with your friends and I'll help you get your product for free. We don't want to overwhelm anybody with too much information. If you please do not send these boards to your new person. Cancel. They cannot have these boards unless they're running with this business as a business, okay? But maybe they're telling you, okay, I'm all in. Like, I want this business, I'm ready, where do I start? That's when you need more tools. That's when people generally freak out, right? If somebody just says, I'm here to just get my product free, maybe make a little extra money, but it's whatever, we don't freak out because we're like, oh, this is going to be easy, right? But what we're here for today is how to onboard a promoter who wants to work. So again, the 3 simple steps, just like taking your 3 simple steps that you have to remember, reiterate this over and over. Upline chat, welcome video, VIP video. Those are the 3 steps. From there, you can determine what your person needs. Now, I want to let you guys know too, before I move on, the next slide and moving forward is going to be all of the graphics and the tools and the PDFs that I've made to help your person be successful. They do not have to be sent in any specific order. These are for you, on this slide, it says discuss with your newbie what their goals are and decide with your upline what the next step should be. You're going to decide together. Okay, they might need a detailed tracker. They might need verbiage on how to talk about samples. Like it depends on the person. So moving forward, this has to do with what you decide. So I'm going to show you all the tools that we have made. All of this information, it's in your guides. It's already there. You don't need the boards in order to use the system because it's already in our guides, in our team pages. The good thing about a board is if somebody asks you a question or needs a tool, it's already on your keyboard. Whereas if it's in your guide, you have to exit the chat, go to the team page, go to the guides, find the right guide, find the tool they're looking for, copy it, paste it, save it, go back to the chat, send it. If it's in your boards, you literally send it from your keyboard. You don't have to even leave the chat. It's literally right there in your keyboard. So it's faster and it's organized and labeled very nicely, I must say. So myself, if I must say so myself. Okay, so here's all the tools that you now have in a board if you can answer the quiz at the end of this. Number 1, VIP tracker. Super simple. I just laid it out for you. It literally it just says exactly what it takes for auto ship customer or for VIP 400, VIP 800, VIP 1600. They will put the person's name here, and then the total here, and make sure it totals $400. Okay. Yes, this might be confusing for a new person, but guess what? We also have an explanation of all of it. This is also in boards. This talks about, this is to reference your frequently asked questions or what's going to be asked often. You can send this to them or you can personally reference it to answer their questions. This is for you to use how you need to use it. Everything is here. What does qualified volume mean? Your own, like literally you guys, everything you need to know is on this graphic. This accompanies the tracker. So this is also simple and so before I move on, is there any chat questions that need to be? No. Okay. All right. So the next one is this new promoter checklist. Okay. This is for the detail-oriented person who needs a little extra, okay? Not everybody's gonna love this, but if your person's already in a group chat, guess what? They already get to watch, they've already watched the welcome video, okay? They've already watched the VIP video. They've already checked, like they can check things off, okay? Posting first 14 days. A welcome Zoom with upline, that's a choice, okay? If they need more, if this is for the detail-oriented person, so they might need a welcome Zoom. A 2-on-1 Zoom is a great way to get your person started. Okay, the date they enroll. So this is just for them. If they like to check things off a list, if that's their personality, again, they don't have to have this, but if you feel like it would help them, this is for that person. The next one, weekly goal setting. You guys, this is a weekly tracker for the detail-oriented person who wants to go to the next level. Okay, this is something not just for a person in their VIP period, but for you as well. What their weekly goal is, how much volume do you want to make this week? How many new customer accounts do you want this week? How much commission do you want to make? Think about how much money you want to make this week. And then complete each action below at least once per day. All of them are income producing activities. Okay. This is simple. Invite friends to your team's customer page. It's so simple, but it's something they can check off of a list. You can check off of a list. Add something about Thrive to your social media story. You guys, this is just more detailed ways to complete your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, essentially. But you can print this out weekly and use it. And then you can even write in here, you can keep track of what days you got, what customers, what customer accounts, what customer, obviously ordered, the volume. And then at the end of the week, you fill these in to compare to what you had at the top. So this was your goal, and these were your totals at the end of the week. So this is just a fun little graphic. It's also in the boards. Again, not something everybody might want, but it's there. Next is our weekly trainings. So if you are in boards, it is under the Stay Connected tab. So depending on the team that you're on, your Stay Connected tab looks different because mine has my team page attached to it and whatnot. So it's in the Stay Connected board. But these are our weekly trainings every single week. Obviously, there's nothing for Saturday. We don't have trainings on Saturday. But they can print it out. You guys, if we just took 10 minutes to sit down and look at this and put every single one of these in our phone on our calendar with a reminder 5 or 10 minutes before it starts, you would save so much time because you would always know what's going on in the team. So this is our weekly trainings schedule. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, obviously, this is in our boards, but we also want to make sure that they know this is in their Thrive Connect. This is in their cloud office. It's there, it's in our boards, but you might not necessarily need it, but it's there. It's just there, you guys. And the explanation of how to use it is in boards. And I also attached a really good YouTube video from when Maria interviewed somebody who went like 0 to 20K by doing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's her success story on how she did it. That video is also in boards. So maybe if your person's asking you why, like, really, then you can send them this video to watch and learn more about how she did that. Sample tracker. I do not have the PDF version of this. I did not make it, but there is a graphic everywhere. If y'all have the PDF and you want to send it to me, I can add it, but this is it. Simple. It keeps track of your samples, especially if you're sending out multiple at a time, especially a new person. If they are brand new and they just purchased a big promoter pack and they've got samples or they've got product that they want to get out to people, this is going to help them stay on track without getting lost. Then they know the steps needed in order to be successful with that sample without, freaking out about it. All right, let's see what's next. Fives list. You guys should be familiar with this because we've talked about it a lot, but if you're not, in your boards and in your guides, in your team page, there is an explanation of what it is and how to use it. This should always be evolving. This does not always necessarily stay the same. Take Lindsay, for example. She recently got a dog. Now she's a dog mom. She wasn't always a dog mom. Now she's a dog mom. Like, things in your life will change. So you want to reevaluate your own fives list often. That will also be in your boards for you to use. So the graphic and the printable version, the PDF, are also in your boards and your guides. Okay, there are just a couple extra folders within boards and your guides, you guys. Also, it's in both. There are scripts for the first 14 days with your business. Okay. Right now, the one that I have has a lot of sample verbiage, but Lindsay sent me a good one yesterday that does not. So I'm probably going to tweak that one a little bit and add to it. I just haven't had a chance to yet, but there is already posts for the first 14 days. You can send them exactly what to say every day. And guess what? Their scripts, we're not supposed to copy paste. So what you can do is you can take the script and you can tweak it for them or with them and help them instead of just sending them all the scripts. Okay. I added a board and there is a guide for story templates for your 3 steps and for your opportunity. So there's opportunity stories and 3 steps stories, and also how to take Thrive, the directions. Like sometimes, especially if you're new, you're like, what do I say to a new customer? Like, what should I do? Like, how do I explain the 3 simple steps? It's easy for us if we've been here for a while, but when you're new, it still kind of sounds like Spanish. So this is just going to help you help them talk to their customers. Okay, the most effective form of learning is practice, not planning. So just looking at this is not enough. You got to put it to use. The longer you wait to use it, the further it will go from your brain. Like as soon as you learn something, you should use it. So I want you guys to use it. Like get in the guides, play with the guides. Go out there and try to recruit a new promoter you can use this on. Like let's try to grow our team and like really get to the nitty gritty of this is our system. This does not, I'll take this off. That was the end of my thing. This is not like step by step, meaning in the boards and the guides. Those are just all of the tools. But there is 3 steps that you have to do if you want to get to those tools. Okay, you shouldn't send or use any of those tools unless you've done 3 things. They got to be in an upline chat. They have to have a welcome video and they have to have the VIP video. Because you're not going to know what to send them if you haven't done those 3 simple steps. They're not going to need all of that. That was a lot of information. I know when I was sharing it with Lindsay, she was like, oh my gosh, this is overboard. This is too much. I'm confused. I don't know what to look. I don't know where to go. I don't know. Like seriously, that's too much. They would run for the hills if they got all that information at once. That is too much. So group chat, welcome video, VIP video. Discuss and decide with your person what their goals are. And then you have a whole bag of tools, a whole box of tools, whatever, toolbox, I don't know where tools come from, that you can use. So does anybody have any questions or additives, or go ahead, Lindsay.
Okay. First off, we are naming this the Learn It and Live It series. Do you realize what that means? That you need to learn how to do this and then you need to live it. Okay. That is why we changed our series names, is because we are not going into 2023 training anymore. We're giving you this and it is your job to take it and move forward. In other words, yes, I see that there's only a certain amount of people on here at this time. Doesn't work out for everybody. Do you have a downline? Do you have any sort of promoters? When this goes up, you need to send them this recording and say, let's do this together, especially if they've reached out to you or you've reached out to them and they're ready to run. If you're sitting on this Zoom and you're like, I don't have an upline, I don't do this, guess what? It's your turn. This is how you start. You can literally go into Thriving Sisters and you can start. Not everybody is going to be on board with this. Okay, that's okay. We can't make everybody do the same thing. What we're doing is we're making our lives simpler so that if, say, God forbid, that something catastrophic happens and I have to lean on Susan and Amy and Samantha and Tammy to help me, it's the same system. They know exactly what I'm doing. They don't have to bat an eye. They don't have to think anything. The only thing that they have to know is where I am at the process, which is why your upline chat is so important. If you're sitting here and you don't have somebody in VIP and you're already getting discouraged, shame on you. But I wanted to tell you, there are so many scripts of how to invite people to the customer page. There are scripts. Tammy Battaglia, for the sake of herself, does a Wi-Fi wealth every freaking Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. She does not sit here and promote her business. She shows other individuals what this can do for you. Are you inviting your team members to that? Are you inviting your potentials to that? There is scripts in Thriving Sisters right now for you to go and take and invite people to this. We're giving you an onboarding system, which is super, super easy. We're giving you all of these things, but don't stop right now. And you need to go through it yourself. Just like she said, just Samantha said yesterday, I was like, holy moly. But you know what? When I slowed down and I set my timer for 20 minutes and I went through it, I got excited. And then I started sending Samantha things. And I'm like, Samantha, we need to add this or we need to do this. You're going to get the same way. And you know what's really cool? Once you get these boards, because you do your homework and you're excited, you can add to your boards. If you have your own scripts you like to use, go make that. If you like certain things, this is just an outline, okay? This is what we have collaborated. My 9 years, Tammy's 7 years, Samantha's 6 years. I don't even know how many years y'all been in it, long enough to know, we know enough that we collaborated all of this together and took this information for you. There are so many different things out there. We're going to give credit where credit's due. I mean, some of this is from Lindsay Coggins. Some of this is from Leanne Monahan. Some of this is just from different teams. And we took what we felt like was imperative and important, and we did it for you. But again, there's not some when you get this board and you think that it is a simple step-by-step, day 1, day through 14, that's not what it is. It's like Samantha said, you're going to get to know your promoter and you're going to get to know what to send them and how to send them. And if you're not familiar and you're not a boards person yet, you can become one. We're growing and evolving. And so I know that Tammy probably has something she wants to add to it. So I'll pass it off to her before we answer any questions.
Sam, you're still unmuted. Did you want to say something?
I just wanted to add one thing that I did not finish wrapping up about the actual system. If you are 12K or have been 12K, you probably have a team of people who is also working. So if you have like a level 1 who's bringing in new promoters, that means me or Tammy or Lindsay are probably not in that upline chat because you are the upline. So if you are planning to use the system, reach out to me or Tammy or Lindsay so that we can send you our welcome video so you have an idea of what that looks like. And then you need to make your own because you're going to train your team to do this. If you're not quite there yet, let's just focus on, you know, doing the 3 steps and getting people in these chats. But I'm not going to be in everyone who's on my team. I'm not going to be in everyone's upline chat because I don't need to be. Okay, if you have a team who's bringing in people, then they need to see your face as the welcome to the team. And then I think, you know, I do think like 12K is like a good general rank. Maybe you're not quite 12K, but if you've got a level 2, you should have your own welcome video. So if you don't, that's okay. And I want you guys to know this is new. Don't be hard on yourselves. Give yourself grace to learn this. We're learning this together. But the good thing is, like we said at the beginning, we're all going to be using this system. We're all going to be using this system. So it's going to be like, you take a deep breath. Like, I know what to do now. If somebody asks you now, when you get off this Zoom and you don't even try, you just get this random message like, oh my gosh, I've really been thinking about joining your team, like, I'm ready, what do I do? You're automatically, because you were on the Zoom, going to be like, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm so excited. I'm ready. I got the tools. I know what to do, because you do, because we learned it together. So let's remember that it is not to be sending everybody all the things. It's just one step at a time. Now I'll let you have it back, Tammy.
Well, first things first, I want to thank Samantha for putting all the effort into this. Sometimes your downline makes you look really good. And in this case, Sam makes me look really good. So thank you. I actually went to copy and paste town last night to put all the boards into my page. So I didn't even really create anything. I just tweaked some stuff. But that is what we're doing. That's the beauty of this. We're duplicating things. I have witnessed over the last 7 years, people stop themselves because they don't know how to use something or don't know how to do something or don't know what to say, don't know where to find it. It's just excuses that people create because it makes it easy to back off of their business. And as an upline, that becomes frustrating because you want to help everybody. And then you realize you have to stop helping everybody and tell them where to find things. Well, we got into the realm of helping everybody again. And so now we're back to the realm of we're going to tell you where to find it. It's already there. There were several discussions when this was getting put together where should we do this? Should we do that? And I was like, hey, Sam and Lindsay, I bet when you hit 12K, no one gave you that. I bet you figured it out on your own, right? So again, no one is here to hold your hand. This is definitely to help you. Some people will use these, some people won't. It's okay. But it is there for you. It is also there for the people you're bringing in. I think this is an awesome opportunity for everyone watching this to put yourself back in your VIP mindset. Put yourself through these guides. Go and walk through. You guys, just yesterday, I started using the sample tracker again. There was a different one that floated around for a while where it didn't have, it wasn't, this is the one that Sam has in the boards and stuff. And I was like feeling so good about these people because I had them in their 3-way chats. The sample was on the way. And I was like, oh crap, the customer group. I forgot that. Like, this is not to sound mean, but we don't have to think nearly as much as we do around here. We just have to do. And so when you keep stopping yourself because you're overthinking or you're, questioning, do I need, I bet there's 4 people watching this going, oh, I'm going to make a prettier sample tracker. Well, if that's what you want to do, spend your time, cool. I don't. I want the thing that's already made because I'd rather fill up the tracker than make something new. So my point is, it's all there. It will constantly be added to and tweaked. That tracker has been golden for me. Yes, exactly. And, just use what's out there. A lot of the stuff that ended up in the boards and in the guides is from your cloud. It's again, we're just duplicating what's already out there. We're just making it that much easier for people to find. So when you do bring someone in, you don't have to scramble. I think it's so important that we have our welcome videos. Like Sam said, if you have promoters on your team, you need to stop, put your phone on a tripod or prop it up on the windowsill and speak for just 2 to 3 minutes. Welcome to the team. Here's what we do here. Let me help you. That is a tool that you'll use repeatedly. So again, these are tools. It doesn't make it right or wrong. It's just an opportunity to make it easier for you. So that instead of worrying about what to say or what to share or how to get someone started or how to explain VIP, it's already there. So you can go back to your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and keep building your business. So I'm just super appreciative of it. I remember a couple of years ago when Lindsay and Susan put guides in their pages and I was like, whew, it's a lot of work. And I just didn't do it. So when this all came up, Sam's like, you got to put guides in your page. I was like, I guess. But I'm telling you, I copied and pasted them. So if you have a team page and you're like, I don't know how to do this, call copy paste. If you don't have a team page yet, that's okay. That's why you need the boards app. So again, there is a quiz for you to get all the boards, and that's on purpose. And I think that's important that you earn your boards. I had to earn my boards, so you have to earn yours too. So anyway, I'm excited about it. I think this was wonderful. I hope, again, like Lindsay said, make sure that when this recording gets out, that you share it with your team. If you do have a team page, I would put it in your team page. Again, duplicate, and then get back to your own 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and build your own business. So Sam, I'll let you close it up.
Okay, so the quiz, in order to get your boards, you need to reach out to your upline. That is either me, Lindsay, or Tammy. So you need to know your correct person that you are supposed to report to. And you need to tell us what are the 3 steps that you need to do before you get to use the boards tools. Before you send anything else, what are the 3 steps to do before you use the boards? You message us those correctly, we will send you the correct board and you will have it. It's yours. You can then have and see and look at all the things and have the printables and the graphics and the everything. So with that, I will close this out. I'll get the recording up as soon as possible. And thank you guys for joining me. If you have any questions, we will all be here to answer them for you. But let's go put the plan to action. Bye, guys.